Hey y'all, it's me. It's your girl, the real deal. And you already know. Like, share, and subscribe. What's up, real deal? How y'all doing? I hope everybody doing all right out there. I want to get into my content today because this young lady right here, she be on my mind sometimes because kids don't deserve to go through what they go through when you the adult. You know what I mean? They don't make decision of who they wants to be their donor. Okay, you as women pick those donors who y'all want to have to donate for you so you can have kids. Okay. Now, Linda Blair was a different kind of woman. Okay. I think she started going through changes, but I would call her an antisocial personality disorder. That's the way I see her. My content is about Michelle Blair. Evidence shown signs of antisocial personality disorder. Okay, you ask yourself, what is antisocial personality disorder? Okay, it's a mental health disorder, y'all. Characterized by disregard for other people. She had no regard for her own kids. No, she did. Those with antisocial personality disorder may begin to show symptoms in childhood, but the condition can't be diagnosed until adolescent or adulthood. So my question with Linda Blair, I would like to ask her in an interview, why didn't she go get help? She knew when she started getting out of wave, she should have went and got help. Help was out there, but you got to go get it. The help don't know you need help. So what sociopaths usually do is tend to have a history of behavior problems, criminal involvement, aggression or abuse towards others, and different relationships. Okay. Now, when I thought about the things that Miss Blair did, she turned it on other people. That's what sociopaths do. They tend to be like she being now antisocial, manipulative, deceitful, rule breaking, and sufficiently charming. All of these personality played a role of Miss Blair on the inside of this story. So we're going to watch the interview on CRIMEWATCH of this young lady right here. She and what she's going through. And after that, I will show y'all a photograph of how the house look. So once again, I would the system failed those kids, the community failed those kids, and the mama failed the kids. So 4 kids, 4 was in that house in the condition that the house was. And nobody knocked on the door, and she wasn't even paying rent. She wasn't even paying her bills. The kids couldn't do it. So what this psychopath did was turned on her own kids. She put them at 2 in the freezer. She even let one make a lie on the other one. It's so much Linda Blair did. Oh, she was so manipulative. Okay, let's get into it, y'all. I have so much to say about her.
Can you talk me through the type of abuse that you had to suffer as a kid?
You mean sexual abuse?
If that's what happened?
That definitely did happen to me. That's why I know exactly how would have grew up. I told my mother what happened to me. And the only thing she said was, it's over with, so what the you want me to do about it? What do you mean what I want you to do? You get what I'm saying? So all I could do is go back and sit in my room and just sit there and look stupid. I'm a kid. And I'm just telling you what happened to me. You didn't do about it. And plus, I still had to see the person coming in and out my house. You're still friends with that person.
So do you believe that the violent person you went on to become you were a product of your own childhood?
I mean, everybody have choices. So I can't just blame all that on my mom because I was still an adult. About
Michelle, this ain't about your mom. This is about you and your kids. You went to your kids and blamed one kid on another kid. But see, in your situation, you went to your mother. But you came to your kids and accused one kid to make the other kid manipulate on one kid to make one kid tell a lie on another kid. Your whole story of what you saying about your mother is totally different the way you treated your kids. All right, y'all, I'm gonna move it on.
Try hard to get over that, but anybody who knows me, that touching the kids, the molesters, that no. If that's one thing I definitely would have killed over, it would have always been that. It's like I grew up I even tried to talk to my mom when I got in my mid-20s. She had strokes and things like that. And I'm like, Mom, she could barely talk. You could barely talk. She had so many strokes. And I'm telling you what my problem was always with you. The hitting and all that. I just asked you to do something. The person lives around the corner on this particular time, it was just a woman named. She lived around the corner. She want to walk around like she big and bad all day. My mama, you big and bad. Everybody's scared of you. But when I come to you with some real and I tell you what happened to me, you didn't walk your around that corner and do to that woman like a coward. So no. And this is why I say my kids knew better, because I've always told them everything that happened to me. I told them why, because I don't understand why it took me so long to tell my mom when I was a kid. You never talked to me about like this, but when I did come to you, you didn't do. So I always make sure I told my kids this. I told them what happened to me, how it happened to me, how it made me feel in detail. And I say, if anybody ever touches y'all, you better tell me. They knew. I always talk to my kids about that touching from anybody. So they definitely knew. And this is the part that really gets me. I used to tell her, rape is the worst thing you can do. Just make it. I tell her all the time. They used to make me feel like I was nothing. It made me feel like I wasn't. You turn around and you do that to my son, you knew exactly what she was doing to him. She knew exactly what the fuck she was doing to him. So yeah, I don't care what anybody think. She had to go, period. So I damn sure wasn't about to let grow up mad as hell all the damn time, can't trust nobody, when it was just as simple as, you're my mother, do something. Didn't call the police, didn't do, just said it's over with now. What the you want me to do about it? That's my response. So yeah, that's the problem. And this is what can happen to a kid. When like that goes, that wasn't happening to my son, period. So when I say he got closure, he got it. I know exactly what he was feeling. Even when my son was talking to me about some of the stuff.
You know, I'm gonna tell you something. She's so in denial. This girl right here, so it just gets to me because she is so in denial. This woman right here is showing signs of who she is. Lack of empathy for her own kids, impulsive behavior, attempting to control her kids with threats and aggression, using intelligent charm, manipulative. Her kids, not learning from mistakes or punishment, what happened to her. Lying. That's what she's doing, sitting here lying on her own kids. If she continues to do this. That's what she's doing. She continued to do this. And she's doing it now.
Go like this to his face. He's like, Mom, and it felt so nasty. And that right there, I knew exactly what he was doing. I knew how he was feeling, because that's how I used to feel. When he did that, I knew it. There ain't no amount of talking. It was, no. So when you tell me she was a 13-year-old child, okay. Some of the most heinous crimes in this world has been by kids. So I don't want to hear that. That's my family. I don't give a damn what America thinks. But I also want to tell America they can kiss my ass. Don't throw no stones, because they got a whole lot coming their way too. They just feel more comfortable for them to be able to say, well, my sin is not as bad as yours. At least I didn't kill my kids. That in God's eyes, we all down here. That's period.
Okay.
But I love and I love and I'm always love him. That's my son.
Wow. She said a mouthful then. Love. Woo, Jesus. It's not love, sweetheart. It's not love, sweetheart. How you gonna sit here at the end of your interview and say you love those kids? It's not love. She need help, y'all. So now we're gonna take a look at her house. So that's why I said she was about to get evicted, y'all. She got evicted. But when she got evicted, they went in through the house and saw how nasty the house was, the freezer. The house was filthy. I don't understand how nobody knows about this. Nobody checked the welfare of these kids. Right now, I'm going to show you photograph of the evidence of the freezer. How the house look, y'all? Look at the house. This how nasty the house was. This the living condition of the kids. If they were getting the proper welfare check, they would have found this out earlier. Look at the house. Nasty. This is her apartment where her 4 beautiful kids stayed in. Nasty. This is her. Instead of doing that to your kids, y'all should have been cleaning up. Look at the washing powder inside the cabinet. And this ain't love. This condition is not love. If this when the folks, if they have never, she got neighbors right here, y'all. She got neighbors stay right there. What kind of, that's the community feel to her. That's why I said. These evidence of the photo of the apartment where Linda Blair and her 4 kids live. This is the apartment. I know they got to smell something coming through him. And whoever live there, I don't get that. They don't never see them kids. They know something wrong. Her community even failed her. And that's the freezer. What the children eating, y'all? What is the kids eating? Ice cream. What's that? Dog food? No, she wasn't feeding them no dog food. They got the sugar in the cabinet. Probably hiding food. Look at the house. You never know what's going on inside nobody's house. The kids didn't deserve that, y'all. Kids didn't deserve. You don't see no children toys. And she talking about they played with toys. That house nasty. Filthy woman. Look, y'all. I don't see no bed yet. Oh, there go a bed. Sad, man. They said the children ain't got, I mean, they got to live like this. How she walking? What they doing? Stepping? What she doing? Stepping? Look at they beds. At least they got a bed. She should have reached out for help. That's it. I mean, if you're going through something and if you're going through something, you need to ask for help. People don't know what you need, what kind of help you need. Y'all like, share, and subscribe. I'm out. Tell me what you think in the comment section.